Obviously, I'm not the first person to yap about this, but I kind of just wanted to offer my perspective as someone who's just genuinely boxed out because of the biblical levels of greed on full display. Now, I want to get this out of the way right here in the beginning of this video, but I'm not the biggest fan of Rockstar games. Like, I've played GTA 5 and I enjoy it as much as the next guy, but I've never been head over heels for this developer like everybody else is. And currently, I'm playing my first ever playthrough of Red Dead Redemption. I haven't played this game and I haven't played Red Dead 2. And I gotta say, I'm only like 6 hours in so far, but I am starting to get the appeal. But yeah, I don't know. I just, I'm somebody who enjoys Rockstar, but like I said, it seems like everybody else in the world just like loves these guys unconditionally. I mean, I remember I got into an argument with one of my friends one time. Like, I genuinely thought this guy was about to kill me. I'm not even playing with y'all. Because I was saying I was more hyped for Lego Batman than I was for GTA 6. Then it turns out that I couldn't even run Lego Batman because my PC is so old and outdated. But that's a story for a different day. Now, one of the main reasons I'm not excited for GTA 6 anymore is the pricing. So just right off the rip, they're doing $100 for GTA 6 and $70 for GTA Lite. I know I'm not the first person to say that, but that is genuinely what they're doing. No, you are not paying $30 for additional content. They made the game, and then they segregated off a portion of it for a higher price tag. That is how that works. Another big thing that's got me feeling zero hype is that there's just no physical options. And I'm someone who plays a lot of games on Steam, so I have no problem buying digital games. Most of the games I own, I only have digital versions of those games. But that's because I bought them on Steam. Steam is a storefront I trust, for better or worse. And you guys can feel how you want about that, but I absolutely do not trust the PlayStation storefront. It should also be noted that I recently just became a finance bro, so I realized the true cost of forking over hundreds of dollars just to play one video game. That money invested can turn into thousands and even tens of thousands at my age right now, which is 24. So it basically makes it so that even if I wanted to save up some of my paychecks and fork over a big sum of money to buy the PlayStation 6, which is expensive as heck right now because of AI. So even if I fork over all that cash, which I really don't want to, I still wouldn't even get to actually own the game. I wouldn't get to display it on a shelf. I wouldn't get a cool little map that comes on the inside of the box along with maybe some other cool art. All of that is lost. Not to mention, I don't even really want a PS5 in the first place. I like playing games on PC. I used to be a console guy growing up, but nowadays I prefer to play games with a keyboard and mouse. And GTA 6 isn't even available on PC, there's no news about it. And like I just said earlier in the video, I can't even run Lego Batman, let alone I know my PC is not going to be able to handle no GTA 6. So then I'd have to upgrade my whole PC rig, which guess what? Also super duper expensive and blown way out of proportion because of AI. In case I haven't made it clear, I'm not a big fan of AI. Another big thing that's making me not so excited for GTA 6, and I'm honestly surprised I haven't heard more people talk about this, but they're not doing anything with the GTA 6 online. Now, I know that the story mode of these games is still fun. Like, I really enjoyed my time playing the GTA 5 story mode. But it is very limited in comparison to what you get out of GTA Online. Like, if you're looking for story, obviously play the story mode, but if you're just looking for things to do within a game, GTA Online is where it's at because it constantly gets updated. They're constantly adding more. And you can play it with your friends. That, to me, was what really got me into GTA 5. I had sort of casually played through the story mode. I beat all the missions, but I didn't really do much else. But once GTA Online became a thing, I was hooked. I put in a bunch of hours after that. And I understand with GTA 5, they were making the transition from a single-player game into something that could be played online. But GTA 6 doesn't have that excuse. The fact that there's not an online mode at launch, and we've waited 13 years for this game to come out, to me is just unacceptable. Not to mention, there's rumors right now, and I want to make that clear, they are just rumors, but people are saying that Rockstar might put a subscription paywall to play their online mode. So just to be clear, you'd be paying a subscription for your Wi-Fi bill, whoever your provider is. Then, because it's console only, you're paying either a Microsoft or a PlayStation subscription service just to use your console online, which is already stupid as is, and one of the main reasons I want to play this game on PC. And on top of those two things, you also have to deal with a Rockstar subscription. I don't know about y'all, but I'm definitely subscription fatigued the fuck out. The other thing, too, is aside from the leaks, which I'm going to be honest, I don't even care enough to go check out. Like, I know that there's gameplay out there, and I just do not give enough of a shit to even bother looking it up. But aside from those leaks, we still haven't seen any official gameplay, which is wild. The game comes out in, like, 3 months as of recording this video, and we haven't seen a lick of gameplay. Yet, pre-orders are still allowed, and they can make $500 million on those. I don't know, man. This whole thing's just crazy. Like, the fact that they can generate $500 million on brand loyalty alone is just nuts to me. And I think people need to start realizing this just in general. But studios grow, evolve, and change staff over time. The Rockstar that made Red Dead Redemption is not the same Rockstar that made Red Dead Redemption 2. The Rockstar that made Red Dead Redemption 2 is not going to be the Rockstar that makes GTA 6. Not to mention, even if they do still have some of those employees around who have really creative ideas and visions, they're still at the mercy of big corporate Rockstar and Take-Two. I also just wanted to throw this in here that I was very heavily considering investing in Take-Two's stock. This is something I was kind of mulling over around March or April of this year, but I knew GTA 6 was going to be a big game no matter what, and I thought, wow, if I just put like $1,000, $2,000, maybe even $3,000 into Take-Two stock, I mean, that money is probably going to at least grow by 50% was my estimate. Now, of course, none of this is financial advice, and I absolutely do not know what I'm doing, which is why I sided against it, and boy, am I glad. I do not want to be involved with this greedy-ass company. They don't deserve my dollars, and they don't deserve yours either. Also, to anyone who watches this video and thinks to themselves, like, oh yeah, like, what Rockstar's doing, you know, they're just doing business, man. You know, they're a business. They're publicly traded. They have to turn a profit. You know, they gotta do what they gotta do. If you're someone that thinks that, you know, I understand that businesses need to make money and make profits, right? I'm all for that, actually. What I'm not for is infinite profits at the cost of everyone else. So there's a fine line that needs to be struck in. How can you provide value to a consumer while still turning a profit for you and your shareholders? The thing that's so cool about Rockstar's brand loyalty is it reaches really far. So even if they price this game at $60, the old standard, on sales alone, they would easily make their money back. I don't care if they spent $2 billion, as some of the estimates are putting it, they would easily make their money back. And then that's also not to mention all the microtransactions they'll get when they eventually do make a GTA 6 online. I mean, even GTA 5 online, to this day, still rakes in about $500 million per year. That's just nuts. But yeah, guys, I don't know. I just kind of want to talk about how I'm feeling about all these things. A big inspiration and what made me want to make this video is I actually just watched a Pauly Walnuts video where he was talking about how gaming sucks now, but it's a good thing. I'll link that video in the description, but there's a quote that stuck out to me from it, and he said something along the lines of, I don't know if the industry changed or if I changed. And then he said, it's probably a mix of both. And I gotta tell you, I'm feeling the exact same way right now. The industry's getting greedier, and I'm getting more frugal, and I've already got a backlog. My backlog would probably take me somewhere between 1,000 to 1,500 hours to complete if I really gave each of the games a fair shake. And that's a conservative estimate, if we're being honest. With all of these great experiences already in my catalog that I know I need to go back and play one day, why am I going to get excited over the next hype thing that honestly might turn out to be complete dog shit? Like, we genuinely don't know anything about GTA 6. But yeah, that's just kind of how I'm feeling. A little bit burnt out. Hopefully Rockstar figures their shit out and everybody can enjoy this game for a reasonable price. But I doubt we're going to see that. Okay, bye.